Beautiful people, welcome to the Dr. Joy Show, your prescription for total wellness, and I am your host, Dr. Joy. This show is going to talk about healthy tips for travelers, domestic travel, international travel, commuter travel, and trust me when I tell you, your body will thank you. But before we get started, you know what we do in the Dr. Joy Show? We take 3 deep breaths to take it down. Are you ready? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. How do you feel? I feel great. I want to welcome my guest, Angel Tortoriello-Umbach, to the Dr. Joy Show.
Hi, Dr. Joy. Nice to have you.
And I'm so glad you're here. This lady, Angel, oh my God, she has a plethora of certifications in wellness. You also are a coach to the Dancing to the Stars. You have appeared on Good Morning America, right?
On many national network.
Many national network. Trust me, she's been around. And she provides great advice. Look at her outfit. Oh my gosh. What is this, a muscle suit?
A muscle suit, yes.
And so we're going to talk about travel advice, right? So before we get started though, do you know how many people travel? Let me tell you. I mean, you can guess. You can guess. Go ahead. Give me a guess.
Yeah, millions?
Millions. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation, 841 million people have traveled, domestic and international travel, last year. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of travel. Okay, so we're going to planes, trains, automobiles. And what is the most common injury? Back.
You know, Dr. Joy, we're going to talk about airplane travel today.
Okay.
Yeah, and even if you own your own airplane, you know, you have to be aware of these 3 mistakes. Now, if you own your own airplane, maybe you're not carrying your own bags. So mistake number 1 is using the wrong bag. So, you know, that's a mistake that most of us do. This is a duffel bag loaded with my stuff, right? Important stuff. But just watch what happens when you carry it. Now, you can't not pull your shoulder up.
So we're gonna have a problem because it's gonna throw you off. And what does it do to our spine though?
Exactly. What happens with the spine?
No. Don't worry. Yeah.
So you're lifting this bag, this heavy bag.
Right.
You're shrugging your shoulder. It's going to throw off your alignment in your spine, which is going to create injury. We don't think about it at the time. We're in a hurry to get from point A to point B.
Right.
So we're carrying, even if you're just carrying your handbag full of all your stuff.
Okay.
And the same thing happens if you're carrying a backpack that's not really up on your shoulders right.
Now I have a question for you. You talked about duffel bag, you talked about handbag, and you discussed also a backpack. For women, all right, we carry our handbags. What is the recommended weight, maximum weight our handbags should be?
You know, it depends from person to person. We're talking about what's in that bag. I mean, you don't want to be carrying a 25-pound bag.
I know, but what's the recommended weight, though? Is it under 5 pounds, 10 pounds? What is it?
Well, it definitely is under 10 pounds.
Okay,
so,
that's good.
Yeah, definitely
so we
under
know
10
that.
pounds. Right. It is very individual. It is. It's an individual because everybody has some type of overuse injury or some type, you know, we're not all athletes, and athletes have their problems too.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So you definitely, you know, you don't want to be carrying 5 pounds on one side and nothing on the other side. So if you can, you want to even it out.
So, Angel, you're telling me, or you're suggesting that balance is key.
Absolutely.
So, would you recommend women carry a bag that's crossbody more so than on one side?
Crossbody, you could probably do this with this. This is not well constructed, so you can crossbody it, but you still have to remember about the weight because it's still going to pull on your neck. crossbody is better if there's not a lot of weight in it.
Okay. What about now a backpack? If you have a backpack, I see a lot of children carrying backpacks, and they only use it on one side. What is recommended?
No, the backpack has to be on both shoulders, and you don't want to overload it. And you want to really get the straps up higher, because otherwise you're really trying to counter the weight dropping below your back. If they put it on one side, you're going to have the same scenario with the spine.
Okay.
With either carrying your shoulder bag too heavy. We don't even think about it. The same thing with the children. They're going to start out just changing their body alignment from a young age.
And I guess that makes sense, because with back statistics, the statistics about back injuries, it's the most common injury. And 8 out of every 10 people have some form of back injury. And you know what? I was one of those. I was one of those 8. Okay, where mine was pretty severe, because I sustained the injury from a BLT, not bacon, lettuce, and tomato. It was a bend, lift, twist.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
And unfortunately, I had to have surgery, but I'm better than brand new now, because I was healthy going in. But you want to mitigate those. You want to mitigate those problems, and that's why you're here. So, mistake number 1: make sure your spine is aligned.
Mistake number 1 is just making sure that you have the right balance with your bags, and realize that if you are going to use a duffel bag, make it a better constructed duffel bag. But mistake number 1 is usually carrying a bag that is too heavy on one shoulder.
Okay, so what about now we're flying? We've gone through, we have gone through security. We're really excited about our flight, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're traveling on business and you're not too excited. What you're going through, you have what kind of bag should you carry?
Well, Dr. Joy, we're going to talk about that in the formula. I have a special ride formula.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
So we'll save those.
Oh, we're going to save that? Yeah. All right. So then what's mistake number 2 then?
All right. Mistake number 2.
Because I know you have a bunch of mistakes.
Yeah. Mistake number 2, poor posture on the plane. Okay?
Okay.
So, you see the iPad or the cell phone, game playing, watching a movie. If it's not the tablet or iPad,
your spine, you're curved.
Yeah, I'm curved.
Okay.
Even reading books, who's really reading their book up here with nice posture? It's down like this, for hours.
Okay.
All right. So it's number 2 is that terrible posture on the planes. I'm sure you travel a lot. You probably look around and you're like horrified.
Well, I'm probably also guilty of that bad posture. If you're on a 16-hour flight going to the Middle East, sometimes, you're not conscious. And the other thing, too, is with those long flights, you want to sleep. So what is the best way? I know you have we're going to bring you back to talk about sleep. Okay. But I still have to ask the question. What's the best position to sleep? How do you sleep on a long flight?
Well, I was going to put that in with my tips at the ride formula, but
we can bring it back.
Because, I'm going to let you sleep a little bit, but you have to earn it.
What?
You have
earn sleep?
Yes.
Girlfriend, please.
No. I'm just saying that when we get through with the mistakes, I'm going to tell you. But I'm not against sleeping on a plane. You have to. A long flight like that.
Yeah, 16 hours.
And if you're not in first class and you're in a regular seat, there's a few things that we can do. It's easier for us shorter people.
Yeah, like
I'm not saying that you're short. I'm vertically challenged.
Yeah, me too.
But I can get away with some tricks for sleeping. And it's probably the same for you. It's when you're taller that it's really hard to sleep. I know some people can do it, but then they're like this.
Okay, but all right. So let's go back to the bag. Since you're going to make me wait. All right, she's going to make me wait. Okay, so let's go back to the bag. We're walking on the plane. All right, what's a tip if you have a heavy bag?
If you have a heavy bag with you.
Yeah.
All right, so I was going to give you those tips later again, but you mean like this duffel bag that is like too heavy?
Yeah.
Well, I would put it on my proper suitcase.
Okay, and what's the proper suitcase?
Well, we're going to get that. We have one more mistake to get
to. Okay. What's the proper suitcase? What is it?
Well, the proper suitcase is one that has wheels.
Okay, so you have someone to demonstrate that?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so can you demonstrate?
So this is a spinner suitcase, so you can use it and not disturb your posture. So there's two ways of using it. You can turn out so that your shoulder is extremely rotated.
Okay.
And it'll travel a little bit behind you, and then you could load up the back of that with another bag, preferably not the size of this duffel bag.
Right.
And Carol, can you turn it sideways? So what I like is with these spinner bags, a more neutral shoulder position, much better. Look at how nice her spine is. And you can take a few steps with that, and look at how nice that is. And Carol, keep your cervical spine lifted too. But it glides very easily, and you're not putting any strain on your shoulder.
And what I've noticed too, Angel, is that she doesn't have the bag behind her.
Right.
So you're recommending that the person walk with the bag on the side.
That's a lot easier on the body alignment and the shoulder position.
Okay. What about in front? Because some people push, like myself.
You know what?
That's not what you recommend.
What happens at the shoulder? I'm always looking at what's happening at the shoulder joint. So I don't know. Depending on what's going on in your shoulder, there might be some rotator cuff problems that you have some impingement, and so that you're rotating that shoulder in, and you're just pinching the tissue.
So what you're recommending, though, because you're the muscle specialist, is that your shoulders are back, your bag is to the side, you have wheels. 4 wheels, and you're walking along with your bag on the side.
Yes. And now I'm not against having it behind and turning your shoulder out.
Right.
All right. That's not a bad shoulder position either. But those two options.
Okay. So thank you for that. So now let's talk about mistake number 3, because I know you're itching to get it out. What is mistake number 3?
So mistake number 3 is people that are just sitting the whole flight. They're not moving. They're falling asleep, but they're falling asleep for most of the flight.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Not just some of it. They're just watching TV the whole time.
Those movies are good, girl, on them international flights. But
you think they're watching them like this the whole time?
No.
No, right. So bad posture, or falling asleep with your head on the headrest, or
well, usually it's a tray. People.
The tray.
Yes.
Sorry, the tray. My son. I've seen my son do this. Put the tray, put his face down on that tray, or head up against the back, depending on how close you are.
Right. Yes.
Up against the seat in front of you, just
right.
or just sleeping all crunched up.
And so, what do you recommend then?
So, what I'm going to recommend is my formula. So we already talked about. It's the RIDE formula for this.
Right.
I
like that, because we're riding along with airplane travel, right?
It's easy to remember.
So it's 4 elements, RIDE?
Yes.
So what is R?
So R is reduced your risk for muscular injury by using that spinner bag. Or I'm not selling a spinner bag. No. But yeah, you get.
But could you imagine, though, talking about the spinner bag? Those things didn't exist way back in the day. We used to pick up our suitcase and just go. No wheels.
Exactly.
Whoever invented that?
I wish it was me.
I know. You're right. You would have a patent on it. They are rich right now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, look at me.
Wealthy.
I'm selling them today.
Well, that's okay. You're not talking about a specific brand,
right.
But it's a bag with wheels. Hello.
Yes.
So that's R.
That's R. Now, I is ensure muscle health on the plane. So here we go back to ensure muscle health. That goes back to what happens when you're sitting on the plane and what you can do to change that. So, for example, I have my tablet. I don't want, I have no other way to play with it, look at my movies.
Right.
So there's this nifty little iPad holder. You attach it.
Where can we get that?
You know what? I got it online.
They should sell those in the airports.
You know what? Maybe they do. I just don't know about it. But, because this is really good for if you have the kids in the back of the car and you can attach it there.
Right.
But we're talking about airplanes today.
That's right.
I would attach this to the tray. Okay, when you're not eating, drinking, attach it to the tray. You put your iPad, this is just a little tablet up there, and voila.
You have it.
You have it. You could probably put your book in there, but I haven't tried that. I would just have to set a little reminder or a little alert on your phone. Are you sitting up nice and tall? As you read your book, because that's it's great that you're reading instead of watching a movie, but you need to remember your posture. So I put little alerts on the phone for lots of things.
Oh, okay.
And posture is one of them.
Posture is one of them.
Yeah. So that's really important to get. There's another little desk type thing that you can order online. It's for a laptop because a lot of people are doing work. Business people are doing work.
Yeah.
And I think we have a picture of without this desk, this little laptop desk, and we have this desk that you can use, and it just elevates the desk enough. Again, gives it good ventilation. So, and if you can't afford something like that, I think that might have been maybe $25, $30. It was, you know,
But Angel, that's another thing I got to worry about carrying.
you know
on
what?
the plane?
I'll have to tell you, Dr. Joy, this collapses. I wish I bought it because it collapses into a few pieces. Now, here's what you could do. Safety first, though. You can use, you know, your pillow, my bag of tricks. You can use your
She's
jacket.
got a big bag of tricks, too.
That's why this is so heavy. This is my big no-no.
Okay.
You can prop it up. You want to make sure there's ventilation,
Right.
of course. So that's why I said get that gizmo so you're not you don't want to create any hazard. But you can raise it up with some of your clothes if you have your neck pillow.
Okay.
But you know, that's another point of poor posture is you get something like that.
Okay, and then D.
All right, drink water.
Clear water.
Right.
No additives.
No additives. You know, you can bring some sliced lemons if you don't not a water drinker. Anything to make you drink more water, a little lime or lemon, and it's important because people don't drink enough water on the planes.
No, they don't drink enough water, period. Because our body is comprised of 72% water. So, and then, okay, so if we talk about travel, what happens? You're on a plane, you're elevating, you're going up into the sky, and what happens? Right? High elevation, you need to consume more water, but what do people consume?
They either get a drink,
Alcohol.
a coffee, right? Alcohol. Right. True.
And then they start fanning, and they're hot because the blood vessels expand. Water is the key.
And I think that people don't drink because they don't want to have to get up and go to the bathroom. But I want you to drink because I want you to get up because the next
that was mistake number 3 we had talked about.
Not
right?
moving around.
Not moving around.
Right.
So the water is multifaceted. 1, it's going to hydrate you. 2, it's going to make you get up out of your seat and move around.
Yes.
And 3, you need to replenish your cells.
Think about that recirculating air in the plane, and it's dry.
Yes,
dry,
it is.
Dry.
Yes.
So drink your water. I'd say every half an hour to 1 hour. Get your water.
Okay.
And then we're going to go on to the rest of the formula E for exercise. So you drink your water. You have to get up and move to go to the bathroom.
Yes, you do.
All right?
You do.
So that's why I'm going to, you stress the drinking, get up, and we're going to demonstrate some exercises. We have a model to demonstrate some exercises.
Carol's coming back?
Carol's coming back.
So come on, Carol, come on back, and we have time to demonstrate. So what is the first exercise? I'm excited.
Carol, you drink your water. All right, you had 8 ounces of water. Now it's time to go to the bathroom, all right? So whether you're in an aisle seat or you have to, excuse me, you need to move because you know about deep vein thrombosis.
Yes, I do.
Right, so we have to move. So time to go to the bathroom. So Carol's going to get up. She's going to walk to that bathroom. Oops, there's a line. What can Carol do while she's in line? Well, she can start doing some calf raises. She can stand there and do.
Oh,
now, Carol, go a little bit slower. Think about a string being pulled up to the top of that airplane. And now I don't want you to fall back on your heels. I want you to land nice and softly. That's it. Control the landing. That's it. Think about those nice calves. Now don't rock back. Nice and tall. Up on the toes and land softly. That's it.
That's perfect. That looks perfect.
That's it. All right. So you're still waiting. It's a long line. What else can you do?
Yeah. What else?
All right. So we're going to do some bottom butt squeezes. So just squeeze your buns.
I don't know if we can really get that on camera, but you could describe it.
Okay.
Put your butt cheeks together.
Yes. Now, if you can't get that on camera, there's another thing that we can do. We're still waiting in line. Carol, bend your knee. Now, take your hip back a little bit. Squeeze your buns by doing some hip extension by doing some butt squeezes, and you can do 10 of those. Carol, keep your cervical spine up nice. I'm sorry, I'm like being the commando.
I'm not doing 10.
I'll be holding on to the wall.
So
that's right.
It's what? You know what? There's usually a seat or somebody
usually
sitting in
a
a seat.
seat.
If you don't hold on, you're getting some balance in there at the same
That's
time.
it. Oh, that's key.
Exactly. So you got multi-faceted exercise. Now,
that's right.
Concentrate. We're distracting you nice and slow. All right. So you know what? If there's somebody right behind you, you could just shorten that length of the extension. But you get the point here. All right. So now the line is moving. Carol's into the bathroom. She's going to do some potty squats.
What the heck is a potty squat?
All right, Carol. So let's see if we can demonstrate with this table in the way.
Now, I'm not going to sit on a toilet.
No. Exactly. And so think about that. So, usually, you're being careful about not touching that toilet anyway. Let's get some exercise while we're doing it.
Okay. All right.
So you want to think this is like a pail. And if we tip the pail forward, the water falls out.
Right.
So you want to tip that pail so that your bottom scoots back deep. So you want to scoot back.
Right.
Sit back a little bit more, Carol. All right. And bend your knees. And you're going to pretend that you're going to sit, but oops, I'm not touching that toilet.
Yes.
All right.
And usually you can hold on, but wipe down the rails first.
That's it. Now, again, be careful at that spinal position. Beautiful. Now, do 10 of those. Now, I know there's a line out there. Get 5 in. Get whatever you can in.
Wait, so you're telling her to do the potty squat while she's waiting online to go to the potty?
No. She's in the potty now.
Oh, she's in. Okay.
She's in the potty now.
Okay.
So, if you want to go first, but get your potty squats in.
Okay.
This is a great exercise.
It is.
All right. So let's say that line is really long. You feel bad about doing this. Do a few, and then see if there's room, if the crew will let you go near the lounge area.
Right.
Get your exercise in. So then, Carol's done. She's going to come back to her seat.
Right.
She got a little bit of exercise in her. Let's just say in between, she's fidgety like me. I'm very fidgety. We're going to do some exercises in the seat.
Okay. What kind of exercises? Remember, you're sitting in coach because not everybody has their own private plane, but these same exercises that you're demonstrating here, Angel, whether you are in coach, first class, business class, or have your own private plane, if you are ever so fortunate, these exercises apply.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to start doing some toe taps. So let's do toe taps.
Just try that. Well, I have on high heels.
You know what? You said you take your shoes off on the plane to give you those little slippers.
Sometimes, yeah.
Or bring your own.
Yeah.
Because we'll talk about germs later.
Right.
Do 10 toe taps. 10 toe taps. Switch.
Okay.
10 toe taps.
She has me taking off my shoes on my show.
Socks
like that. Okay. All right. Toe taps.
All right. Now go back to the left leg. We're going to do heel. We're going to touch down with our heel and just come up a few inches. All right. This is just getting us moving, Okay. All right. So even when you're watching your movie, you're still moving.
Okay.
Do your heel digs, switch. Okay. Do your heel digs with the right. You're still keeping that posture nice.
And the key is balance on each side, right?
Yeah. We're going to do 10 on each side.
Okay.
All right. So now we have another exercise.
What's that?
Now, this one is a little bit more daring. All right, I'm going to tell you, you're going to work your triceps.
Yay!
Yeah. Now, we're going to use the hand rest, and there's a tip I'll get to later on about the hand rest. But let's just say we did what we needed to do. Mm-hmm. All right, so you want to do is straighten your elbows. You're going to come off the seat a little bit. You feel your triceps?
Yeah.
And then sit down.
Oh.
And straighten.
Now, you're resistance going on here.
Now, you might get some looks.
I don't care about the looks.
You're right. But if you know what? If you don't care, do 10. Let's just do everything 10 times.
Woo!
Yeah. All right, you feel that, right?
Yeah. So and my chair is creaking too, so that means the people next to me are looking at me like I'm crazy. But we don't care about that because our health is most important.
That's right. We look good. We feel good. We're moving. Now, one more exercise. Now we want to work the back.
Okay.
Because, we're thinking about posture again. So if you scoot back, let's pretend this is our airplane seat. Right. I want you to think about bringing your elbows back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your rib cage, and I want you to take a deep breath, look up, and then blow it out. Good.
That's the odd job, right?
All right, bring your elbows back. You could hit the back of the seat. You probably will in your plane. Lift your rib cage, look up, breathe out. So do this 10 times.
Okay.
Think about, when you're doing this, think about that beautiful posture. You're lifting your rib cage, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Think about like there's a pretzel or a pencil you're squeezing between your shoulder blades when you do this.
Okay.
These are just a few things that you can do that are just so subtle, but keep you moving on the plane.
That's good. Now, you know what?
What?
I know
bag
you
of
have
tricks.
more stuff to talk about because you got that
I do,
big bag
I
of
do,
tricks. Tricks. We have a couple of extra minutes. So
Okay,
what
all right.
else is in there? Oh my God, you
Okay.
should see this bag, you guys.
Okay. So, and this is why, your bag could get very heavy.
I'm gonna
all right?
put my shoes back on, right? I
So
can do that.
you can put them on.
because you don't have me doing any more toe lifts or
No.
heel lifts or
I
anything
think
like that.
you're good at, unless you want to do some potty squats.
No, I'm not gonna do potty squats. I know how to do those. Okay, so
right.
what's in the bag?
Okay, so here's what I have. There's, for every square inch on the plane, there's 2,155 square inch of germs.
Right. Uh-oh.
So I bring, I have these little wipes. All right, if you can't get a hold of the wipes, you could probably get them at a, pharmacy or
Okay.
a store. This is a nice little warm vanilla sugar sanitizing spray.
Okay.
You want to wipe down your seatbelt buckle. Think about the things that people touch. Maybe they don't wash their hands when they go to the bathroom.
Seatbelt buckle.
Seatbelt buckle.
Menus. Programs.
Yeah.
Magazines.
On the plane, before we do our tricep push-ups,
Yeah.
we want to clean those.
That's why I made that face.
Yes.
I don't know if you noticed
no,
that.
No, that was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, really, we don't think about
So
all
should we
the
just
germs.
spray the seat down?
You want to, Dr. Joy, any hard surface, okay? So you have your TV screen. Some of them, how many people have touched that TV screen?
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Blown their nose.
Oh! Okay, Angel.
Okay. So anyway, TV screen, the remote, sometimes the
yes.
remote on there. That tray, clean
Okay.
that tray.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a few things. There's probably other things that you do in the bathroom, but this is right in your living space for 11, 12 hours,
Yeah.
2 hours, 5 hours.
It depends on where you're going. That's right.
Okay, so that's one of the tips. Now, in my bag of tricks, I also have, I'm very sensitive to smells, and some on these long flights.
It depends. As we mix cultures, it can be even on a domestic flight.
It can be.
Right?
I was on a flight, and I think it was from Vegas. There was this young woman. I don't know that she had.
She could have eaten something like some people eat a lot of garlic and onion, and it may be sensitive to you as the person sitting next
and
to
her
her.
little doggie was right there too.
Oh, she had a dog. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you have?
I carry, what makes me is soothing to me, or just smell. I know there's other tips, but I have my essential oils.
Right.
And this is like orange.
That smells
delightful?
really good.
So you know what? You could get them, anywhere. You could get them a regular size, and I just put them for carrying with me. So make sure that, because you could tuck them in your pocket, whatever.
Right.
So in those emergencies, and it's soothing too.
Right.
Like it's
It will
not
help you
just
sleep.
It helps with there's some that helps you with being energetic, but I don't think we have a problem with that right now.
No, I don't think so. But you know what? We're gonna wrap up. What's your final tip? Final quick tip in your big bag.
Okay, my final tip is try to bring your own little snacks like almonds.
Oh my gosh!
Apple,
what's in there?
cheese sticks. Okay, so you have some access to some good food.
Right. So you have some access. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Angel, you're a muscle specialist. How can people find you?
They could find me at Muscles in Balance LLC.
Okay.
Or at my other website is Angel Mama. That's MAMMA.
Okay.
So there are two websites. They can connect with you.
Okay, they can
find me
connect
too.
with me, but
Right.
I will tell them how to get to you directly.
Yes.
I want to thank you for being a guest on the Dr. Joy Show. And Carol, thank you for demonstrating the proper way, because you guys have provided some healthy advice on healthy ways to travel, and our body will thank you later, right? Thank you very much. Until next time, be blessed, stay healthy. See ya.